Hope you enjoyed X Squad. This is Sullivan, and I did my latest review on Bleach, chapter 665, The Princess's Delusions. And now, this chapter is definitely very unique in a big way because we get to see the first time Urahara's bankai. Kisuke, we know that he's been methodical. He's been logical. He may act like a goof, but he is smart, intelligent, and a genius. There's a time of him. That's not your ordinary opponent. However, Askai is not impressed a little bit. He's not impressed seeing in the fact that Urahara unleashed his bankai. But again, we've never seen the capability to bankai before, even though he's in full standing mode. Oh, it's kind of thing, and he keeps trying to taunt Urahara, trying to see how far this could go for him. Remember, a guy's power is he can adapt to certain environments by his own free will, and he can turn anything you want onto some kind of poison. And his body developed an immunity to that. You know how when you get a flu shot, and so your body can be immune to disease? It's kind of like that. He treats the enemy as a flu shot. You guys don't know even further. Look up Yu Yu Hakusho Kurumotaro versus Hiei. That was one of my favorite anime series, and I like it because some of the voice actor characters are the same people that work on DBZ. And hell, yeah, DBZ was older, but Yu Yu Hakusho was the shit. One of my favorites. Anyway, the situation for him is pretty messed up. His was him a little blinded, but then as this guy tries to make a move out of nowhere, hey, his hand starts to come apart. Like slicing apart. You can see the inside of it, and not like bones or guts or nothing like that, but you can see that it's trying to sort apart. That is pretty interesting. And we get to see, the abilities of Kisuke Urahara's bankai. He has the capability to take something apart and restructure it at will, and make it give it new form. Like he could really take something apart, restructure it. Hell, he can even take damaged things that were messed up and sew them back together again. And you get to see these stitches around him. He even did that to his face that was covered in blood. His eyes are back to normal. It's pretty, that's pretty crazy and awesome. We knew this he had kind of special power. We never knew what his capabilities were completely from the beginning of Bleach. He was one of the best characters in the show. We never knew a lot about him, but now we do. We get to see some of his power, and it's pretty awesome. Awesome, but then again, seeing this, we can see how terrifying this kind of power could be. I remember in an episode of Bleach, when they were preparing for the battle in winter. That was back in the Arrancar arc. When Aizen was making his army, trying to control the Hokyoku, and had his espadas, and was preparing his espadas. Things were pretty messed up. So the situation for them was very dire. Kisuke asked Renji to train with Chad because they want to get stronger. So did Chad. So he tried to test his limits against the bankai. So he asked Renji to help test test Chad's power and strength. He asked him to, but then Renji asked, "Why don't you use your bankai? Because you were once a captain of 13." But then he replied back, "My bankai isn't suited to help people." That was like my first hint in the anime, even though we never got to see it in the anime or the manga before until now. We get to learn the reason why. He said it before that his bankai wasn't fit to help people. That means he has the power to do some major damage, and you can see why. You can see why. Restructuring object. It's definitely a unique power. Hell, with this, he could probably do anything. Take something apart and and give it new forms, like even and do something we never seen before, you know. However, Askai, even though he was a little shocked, uh, about what happened to his hand, he is not at least afraid. I think it's a part of him that's excited now, seeing that Urahara has finally thrown the gauntlet, because he wants to see how far that he can take this. Yes, one of the things I gotta note about Askai is his snide remark, his arrogance, and he can believe that he could turn anything, outcome, any injury that he takes and heal from it and become stronger than ever from that blow. I mean, that's him. I mean, that's him, you know. I don't. That's kind of boldness and arrogance. Cause as guy, he's not one of my favorite characters. I don't really care a lot. But the fact that he's done this to like several other Bleach characters, and hell, he messed up Yoruichi a little bit. She even had to turn into a feral cat to help, to deal with this. As it's pretty crazy, you know. Anyway, the situation is dire. Like he summons up his massive dome of poison and stuff again, and trying to see he could kill. See while they're fighting, he can kill Kisuke using this, and trying to see he what he can do. But Kisuke, he's not a fool, so they both see what they have. But Kisuke, he's always been a strategist, dealing with both, with not just his sword, but with his head, coming up with ways and strategies to beat him. And one of my favorite moments, knowing that, and when Askai, in this chapter when he was battling, the person that delivered the final blow wasn't Kisuke, it was grimmjow. Grimmjow was the one that finally took out Askai. So that was one of my best parts. Now apparently they found it out. Even though his dome of poison and can hurt people on the inside, it can't protect you from outside external forces. So basically, his weapon is good for attack, but not for defense, especially when you have a blind spot. So, and Steam in Grimmjow, how like that in his Espada his resurrection form, like. So basically, it's pretty, intense, and that's one of the things I like, because we get to see him in his true form, his panther form, because it's pretty, it, it's pretty intoxicating, because this is giving me so many flashbacks to back to when Green Zhao and Ichigo had their battle, and that was one of the best fights in Bleach, for real. That was one of my favorite battles. I even remember playing that battle so many times in the Bleach Soul Resurrection video game. It was one of the best. I wish they had a lot more characters. I mean, there is the new Bleach game app right now. They got us, and Brave Soul. If you guys know about that. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed this one. I think this chapter was awesome because we get to see Urahara's bankai, grimmjow again, and knowing a guy, he's always been able to adapt to adversity and survive certain death blows. But how can you survive without a heart? That's one question I want you to tell me the answer to. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed this. Alright, thank you. This has been Sullivan Adams giving you my latest review on Bleach chapter 665. Hope you enjoyed. Okay, alright, thank you. Bye.